Uh, well, anyways,
You forgot
welcome to the
one.
podcast, everybody.
You didn't even say
This is
number one.
well,
My fucking
the
god.
iCarly rule.
Well, you didn't put the fingers up either for that. No, great
Well,
start.
all right, let me put some fingers for you.
It's not how I thought that was
Not
going.
gonna. I thought he was about to. I thought he was about to flip us off.
So did
No,
I.
no,
I thought it was just it's two number ones.
no, but I have 7 fingers and there are
What happened
seven
to the other
reasons why
three?
that the Detroit Pistons are going to win the 2026 NBA Finals. This is the
What about the
serious
other
Fucking
discussion here,
flip
Pistons you
that
folks.
got?
shit.
You got rid of those? The finger amputee? He said he had 7 fingers, so I was just,
Seven
intrigued.
reasons. 7 reasons. 7 reasons. And look at
You
this.
know
Look at
what?
this. Last night was pure cinema. Kay Cunningham, Jenkins came up clutch. Caden Duran are going to be a great duo. The Pistons, they won again, and they won again, and they won again, and they won again, and they won again. 7 straight times. All they did was win. The Pistons, number one in the East. I pray for times like this.
Fucking undeserved.
But yeah, the Pistons are number one in the East. They're real. It's real.
Is that the basketball news we got to talk about? Because I've got some. I thought there was something bigger that we were going to talk
We
about.
Why?
we'll
Why
get.
is he
Well,
fucking
I'm gonna
full
get to
screen?
it. All right. Look. Fine. Here is the big news that we have to talk about. Well, let's go with the timeline. Actually, February 1st, 2025.
At like 11, like almost midnight on the East
At
Coast. It was
East Coast, 9 p.m. on the West Coast. Thomas, do you remember that day, right? Where we were just playing a simple game of Fall Guys, right? And all of a sudden, ESPN, specifically Shams, just drops the biggest news on the world. You want to? Do you remember what the biggest news was?
Luca gets traded to the Lakers.
correct.
Exactly. Correct. And Anthony,
Yes.
just right after that, the the Mavs had a press conference, and you want to explain that picture?
This is such a. This is the face that represents the sadness when a franchise trades away. They're generational talent. They're generational European talent. It's rare you get one of those. Dallas is fortunate enough to have 2 of them. And this is what happens when the second one's gone.
And not only that, they just got back from a finals appearance just over a year ago, mind you.
They
This
were,
wasn't
I
like
think, like a top 4 or 5 seed in the West.
yeah,
Before the trade, they were great.
they were pretty much ready to gear up to make another run. You thought, oh, they only traded Anthony Davis. You think, okay, he may be injured, but it's still going to be a great piece to have. Not to trade Luka for him. Yes, they did get a first round pick in 2029.
Don't mean anything.
Don't mean anything. So some 8th grader right now is going to be the featured player for the Mavs at
Who,
some
Anthony?
point.
Someone born in the 2010s will be a future Dallas Maverick.
Yeah.
With that
Again,
pick,
Anthony.
I'm not an 8th grader. A little bit too old for that.
Now, fast forward on February something, Luka arrives to LA just in pure shock, still realizing what happened. Then not only that, a few days later, Anthony Davis makes his debut. A strong debut in Dallas.
Good game.
Good game. And in the following game, he gets injured. And then not only that, Kyrie gets injured.
Brutality. Tal.
This is February 2025 will be a time to remember for Mavs fans. Not February 1st. February
The month.
2025.
The month.
The month in general. And then now fast forward to April of 2025. Luca makes his return to Dallas. Has a whole emotional video of him.
Yeah. That's weird. Some guy didn't want that video to happen, by the way.
Yeah, I
Weird.
wonder who it was. But even then, it still didn't resist the Mavs fans saying fire Nico, which I mean, still insane. Then now, May of 2025, a certain draft lottery happens. The Mavericks, with a 1.8% chance to get the number one overall pick, they got the number one overall pick. Cries from NBA fans, including myself. I'm assuming Anthony. I'm assuming Thomas, saying that the NBA lottery was rigged, just
What
to
did
get
poor
Cooper.
Washington do? What did they do not to get some love?
I don't know what did Detroit do the last few years when they were when they were the worst team in the league. They didn't want to give us Wemby. They didn't want to give us some certain players. But okay, it is what it is. We're a playoff contender now. I'm happy. It is what it is. But
So ungrateful or stuff.
anyways, draft lottery happens. They draft Cooper Flag. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Nico probably was a genius." Adam Silver probably told them to trade Luca so LeBron could get another ring, and so the Mavs gets Cooper Flag. Fast
Serious
forward,
allegations were thrown out there, but okay.
serious allegations. Yes, October 2025. This was now the time to see what happens. Now fast forward to present day. Luka's dropping 37 points a game, averaging 37 points a game.
Never forget it. November 11th, 2025. A very important
And
day in Dallas sports history.
people could finally breathe. No, Jerry Jones is not selling the team, but you had a consolation prize. Nico Harrison finally
He
gets fired.
gone.
He go. And not only that, you also have to think about this too. Not only you traded Luka, you also traded away Kristaps, Quentin Grimes.
Okay, Kristaps at the time made sense. I'll cut him some slack over there. But the rest of it is
Was
it's
pretty bad.
rough.
And remember, defense wins championships, people. Defense wins championships. Nico Harrison, 2025. Well, Mavs fans, you better hope Cooper Flag is a success, or else it's just really gonna blow up on your face even more.
Yes. If you don't
Now,
mind, may I take it from here, SRG, to talk
sure,
about something else?
sure.
Nico Harrison is not the only landmark firing of the past 24, 25 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Thank you for giving me center stage. I'd have my camera on if I wasn't just doing this on my phone. But the New York Giants, my beloved football team, made a big boy decision, firing Coach Brian Dable after a 2-8 start, following another defensive collapse. This time versus the Chicago Bears.
Albert.
Bears.
Bears.
This is, as a fan, I hope the beginning. Shane Bowen, count your days, please. It's because this is. So I was doing this because I had time. The Giants had 3 games this year already that they were leading in the fourth quarter that they lost against the Dallas Cowboys in week 2.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago, the utter defensive collapse against the Denver Broncos.
Oh yeah.
And now this against the Chicago
Wait,
Bears.
hang on. What about the game against the Saints?
The Saints kicked their heads in by the halftime of the third quarter.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Fourth quarter
collapse.
was
It was
already out
just
of
pure,
whack.
utter sadness.
Yes. Reports are Joe Shane will lead the next search for a head coach. Uh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's not that confident. I'm not gonna lie.
especially the last couple years.
Yeah, but this
What if it's you?
should. There's no way that's an even worse decision than some of the other options I've seen.
Huh. I'm getting a call from New Jersey, from East Rutherford. Do I
Oh
answer it?
God. I mean, maybe Jets might
All
have you
right.
fill in at cornerback.
Yeah, I'll leave it on voicemail. We'll see what happens.
Wow. Okay. But yes, the New York Giants. Mike Kafka is now the interim head coach. The offense really hasn't been the problem this year. Uh, 2026 looks very interesting now. Will be another year of Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboom, Malik Neighbors will be back. A more likely than not, another top 10 pick in the draft as well to pair with
uh,
it.
Now, is there a head coach you're thinking that you're gonna get, and why is his name Mike McCarthy?
It's not Mike McCarthy. I will be so sad for that. I don't have anybody really in mind right now. I remember yesterday I was reading through art. I want to say it was an NJ.com article. Cool. Just like going over some potential candidates. Some names they mentioned: Lane Kiffin, who was Dart's head coach at Ole Miss. If one of the Steelers or Ravens kind of collapse this year and say it's time for a change, either John Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin was a name they threw out there. I saw somebody. The article I think also mentioned Steve Spagnuolo, the Chiefs DC and the former Giants defensive coordinator, as well as the Giants'
And,
former interim head coach back
yeah,
when they fired Ben McAdoo. It's going to be interesting. I think they are going to give Kafka a shot because Kafka was a finalist for the Saints job earlier this year. Here,
um, it wouldn't
wouldn't surprise me.
surprise me, and it's not saying I want it to happen. It's just saying it wouldn't surprise me
No, me
if it
neither.
depends. It depends on some firings. Like Kevin Stefanski is one of them.
Stefanski was another name they mentioned in the article.
And then another one, and I think just because since Joe Shane was a Bills guy as an
Joe
assistant
Brady.
GM, it wouldn't surprise me. Joe
Yeah, that was
Brady would be in
another
the names.
one they named in the article. There were some other kind of far fetched ones. Brian Flores was one of the names mentioned, although with his
Oh,
lawsuit with the NFL, as well as the Giants being named in that lawsuit, kind of puts a little bit of damper in that.
especially after the whole Giants interview controversy
Exactly.
too.
That's another thing. Another name they mentioned, while he does have an ongoing lawsuit with the NFL, big Jackson Dart guy, John Gruden.
All right.
Because Gruden
It,
is a big believer in Dart. So it's definitely a possibility. I'm gonna wait until the end of the year when more head coaches probably get fired, like Mike McDaniel, possibly Kevin
Stefanski.
Stefanski. Yeah,
I think those are like maybe Zach Taylor. I don't know. There's a few candidates. There's a few people who are going to get fired. Oh, Jonathan Gannon's also another one. It's getting kind of closer there right now. But yeah. So that was But yeah, that was but that was two big firings, Brian Dable and um and Nico Harrison. Um I mean the Dable firing, I feel like this firing is weird to me because just more of the fact is like a part of me is like I feel like some of it was not his fault, but then some of it's also like some of the decisions that were probably involved had to be it. Like there's like it just kind of felt like this year was kind of like no excuses, even though like the schedule was already looking rough.
yeah. Um,
It
it's weird. Not just like it's weird in my eyes. Just that it was just Dable and not Dable and Bowen and not Dable and Shane.
Huh?
I I'm not sure they wanted to blow up fully, but I think that's what's just gonna happen. They were just like, all right, let's just kind of write out the rest of the season. That's just the vibe that probably that
Sure
was just
feels like
given
it might
out. Like
happen.
Yeah, just let it happen. If we end up getting like a top five pick, so be it. It's not. There's
It's
like,
gonna happen. The rest of the
yeah,
schedule for the Giants looks rough. I'll say
yeah.
also some names is I don't anticipate Shane Bowen remaining with the team at the end of this year. Just a name for a potential defensive coordinator, Antonio Pierce. He was the former Vegas Raiders head coach, former New York Giant, great defensive end for the team. Wouldn't surprise me if they maybe give him a call to fill in for DC.
Mm, yeah. But here's a coach that I don't want you to get, and because I'm greedy, Clint Kubiak.
His name was mentioned in that article, by the way, as well.
I do I
Because
we act I don't want Clint Kubiak to leave. We already we just barely got him. I
are you really that petty to deny a potential offensive coordinator a job to move up in the NFL
yes
ranking?
yes
Wow.
we dealt with Shane Waldron. We dealt with Brian Schottenheimer. We dealt with the last few years of Daryl Bevell. Just 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 give us a break here.
Ryan Grubb last year.
Ryan Grubb too. Oh god, yes. But anyways, yes, those are the biggest news so far. But let's get straight to some of the games. Broncos. Welcome to the 2020 Steelers category for you guys. Um,
Frauds.
frauds. A mediocre. Your defense is great. Like your defense is great. That's not your issue here. Your offense is just so bad. They here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna say this: the Broncos are either gonna go get destroyed in the wild card, or they're gonna win a Super Bowl like the 2015 Broncos. No in between.
I don't know how I feel about comparing current day Bo Nix to even past his prime point Peyton Manning.
I'm just saying the offense is just like very subpar. That's all I'm just saying.
It is.
Not comparing Bo Nix to Peyton. It was just more like just the
Well, I was talking about like end of career Peyton. I still don't think that's a good
yeah.
comparison to Bo.
But still, uh, the Broncos they might win the AFC West just because just the amount of wins they already have right now that could at least get them by enough to win the division first time since 2015. But it's
First star
just
cornerback slash wide receiver Travis Hunter underwent season ending knee surgery with
huh?
ISET on 2026 in an LCL repair. It's from
Oh
Ian
my!
Rappaport. Travis Hunter is done for the
Oh,
year.
all right. I'm getting a call for real this time. Hold on.
It's Joe Shane. All right. Well, I'm going to continue to pick up his talk about the Broncos and transition over to the other team in that game, the Las Vegas Raiders. That is it's rough. Pete Carroll has not really solved any of the issues going on with the team. Geno Smith has regressed heavily from his time in Seattle, and yeah, Genti hasn't even been that great this year. It's a rough time for Vegas fans right now. Thomas, would you care to make any other comments about that Thursday night's game?
I mean, like the Raiders started off by getting the first score, and we thought like, okay, we might see some like shootout go on tonight.
It was the only score for like the first.
It took like 50 minutes of game time to get anything else going.
Yeah,
All right, I am back.
you're
The
good. We just picked up talking about the Raiders Broncos game.
Okay, but Travis Hunter out for the season. You know, there's one man I like to blame on that. That man is Shane Waldron. He's not even the OC. He's just an assistant head. He's just an assistant coach, and he exists on the Jaguars. Imagine being Shane Waldron, affecting Cooper Cup.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, is this me or is SRG super quiet?
He
doesn't know.
is, because I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
he left. Um, I think that covers Thursday night football. So let's go into Sunday's games. Let's begin with the Germany game this year. The Indianapolis Colts playing host to the Atlanta Falcons in a what was a really fun game this week.
You drop.
Sorry.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. So, um, so
Falcons
Shane, so
Colts. That's what I was
what?
saying.
Oh,
I would
Colts,
transition to
yeah.
Falcons Colts.
All right. So, Atlanta, how do you guys have a very good roster? Yeah, you're 3-6,
It is called Raheem Morris,
and Zach Robinson, maybe
and
Michael
Penix
Penix.
is not that good. Yeah,
I mean, it's like I had hope for Penix like during this season. I was thinking like, hey, if Penix is the guy, I thought the Falcons were probably gonna like get like 9-8, maybe depending on how the NFC was, like could get a wild card spot, but it's just not. Yeah, this team just looks so it's just so inconsistent. Like I just every 1 week is like they look like okay, they could probably be a playoff team, and then the next week is like okay, they just got destroyed by the Carolina Panthers. Um, but we can say this: Jonathan Taylor for MVP.
He's got a case. It's very wide open right now, and very good chance that if no quarterback kind of stands out and Taylor continues his monster production, who knows?
I mean, right now is looking like between probably Stafford, Taylor, Darnold, uh, Drake May right now, Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes apparently. Apparently, those are the guys in the conversation at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, but yeah, but Germany finally got a good playoff. Got a good finally a football game in 2025.
The disrespect to Giants Panthers last year. Oh, a
We're
year
really
ago
gonna
yesterday, by the way.
we're really gonna do that, or really gonna
Yes.
actually just
The game went into overtime. It was 17-20.
overtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Overtime.
Followed by 4 quarters of whatever that was.
It's a competitive game. I will not stand for that. You
A
don't remember because you
competitive
didn't,
game.
because you were asleep halfway through it, much like my co-host over there.
It was a saw
I was
trap.
not sleeping.
You were. There's video evidence of you sleeping during that game,
Cam
I
was
and me
also
having to
sleeping.
call it.
Cam was also sleeping, but that was more for different reasons.
when
Not allowed to talk about those reasons. So
Uh, but anyway, let's go from Germany to the early slate of games. So the Ravens are back, or at least back in playoff conversations. We used to be a proper show,
yeah, we're
and now Anthony
going.
just dipped. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about some of the slate games. The Ravens and Vikings. The Ravens look like they're kind of getting back into their groove after going 1-5, and then the JJ McCarthy again. Is this what we're going to expect out of him? One game he looks good. One game he looks bad. So
Dude, it's this stupid ass nine persona. I fucking hate it.
it just
Fucking
he
all
decides
people
to go
bullshit.
9 once, and that's what happened to him. And he back.
Sorry, some technical difficulties.
We're talking about 9.
9?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean that guy from Michigan?
yeah.
Uh, what? Are we gonna ever get any consistency from that guy?
No, Thomas likes him, so
I do not.
after the 9 comments,
No.
all right, all right. Well, the Jets won back-to-back games. Technically, they won
Yeah,
back-to-back games.
they swept the Ohio teams.
Yeah. Uh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I think at this point, I think it's time to have the conversation for the Browns. Just start Shadur. Just start Shadur. There's no point. There's no like argument into saying that. Oh, well, Dylan Gabriel has looked good so far. No, no. Dylan Gabriel has been throwing hospital passes to his teammates.
It's rough out there.
And then not only that, can we talk about the fact that the Jets like 2 of those touchdowns came from special teams touchdowns? A kick return touchdown and then a punt return touchdown right after.
Yeah,
But yeah, Jets 2-7, Browns also 2-7. Yeah, that exists. But let's talk about a big upset this week. The Saints beat the Panthers. Soon as we thought the Panthers were ready to be in the discussion for maybe be a sneaky playoff contender, they just fall flat on their faces at home versus the Saints.
so disappointing.
Disappointments. But a team that's not disappointing, the Patriots, got a big win, big statement win, kind of putting the fraud allegations away, schedule merchants allegations away after a big win versus the Buccaneers. Yes, you can say, well, the Buccaneers are hurt, but they're still a solid team.
They're
They're still
still
a
a good
solid team
team. This
too.
says a lot more about New England than it does
Yeah,
Tampa.
yeah. But yeah, it's just but yeah, New England has so far been doing great, and I think at this point with this win versus the Buccaneers, I think they low key might win the NFC the AFC East for the first time since 2019.
Well, not only is it that big win the Patriots got over the Buccaneers, it is also the big loss that happened, or big upset that happened in Miami, week 1. The Dolphins beating the Buffalo Bills.
I really want to know what happened. I saw it, but I was just like, how do you mess up that play calling so badly? How do you get shut out in the for most of the game, 16-0 to the Dolphins?
It's the
Listen, I will say
post-Greer Dolphins. That's what it is.
I
it's
was going to
it's
say,
probably because the Bills tried heavily to trade for Waddle, so the Dolphins said no, and then fucking the Dolphins decided just to have him murder the Bills as a big fuck you.
yeah. But yeah, and then not only that, you also got to remember
Whoa, 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 whoa.
they took away the arcade
Fucking skip
basketball
this
hoop.
step.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this one.
2-0, or no, 1-0 in the basketball hoop era. 1-0 in the
Nah, nah,
basketball
nah,
hoop.
nah, nah. I'm not gonna let that shit slide. Fucking cheating.
Someone's
Oh,
not happy.
Boys,
yeah.
so for context, Harry and I we are playing phase 10 while this show's going on. She blatantly skipped a phase, and I caught her red-handed, so she's fucking cheating. I vote that's a three-phase deduction.
All right. Uh, then we have the we already mentioned Giants Bears already through the Dayball firing.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
When you get the chance, SOG, please read the private messages. Not out loud, but
all right. Next game. The Jaguars.
You have to do that one again now.
So
You have
General
to do that one
Mills,
again.
after
You
being
have to do
behind
the full
19
and the
points
other.
in the game, General Mills told his men, and he led those men to get those to come back from a 19-point deficit, and then Sir Sheldon Rankins didn't have
Never
to
get
do
out.
it, but he got a pick and he ran it in for the end zone. Thick six, game over, absolute cinema. The Jaguars are frauds.
it's a rough year for
Oh,
Jacksonville. Most
It's
likely will
like
be a transition year.
again, Trevor Lawrence overpaid, overrated, like
Overhyped?
overhyped. Yes, every year, it's like Trevor Lawrence gets passes, and it's just like for other QBs, it's like throws one pick, he's a bust, But like Trevor Lawrence, remember he got screwed by Urban Meyer, and like he didn't have a good thing with Doug Peterson. I'm like, but you're a generational talent, and how are you getting passes? Anyways, the afternoon games, blowouts across the board. Seahawks destroyed the Cardinals. DeMarcus Lawrence doubled his TDs. Uh,
Career
doubled his
total and
TDs
touchdowns.
what?
Doubled his career total and touchdowns in one game.
Yup. Like tell me in his entire career in Dallas only got 2 TDs, while in Seattle he only did it in one season, in one game. Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence was right. And I love
Yeah.
how like he made the tweet on the offseason. He's just saying like he can't win there.
Oh, not wrong.
Not wrong. And then Micah Parsons tried to defend him like try to defend like the Cowboys, but yet, buddy, you started disliking Dallas afterwards. But all right, it is what it is. The Rams destroyed the 49ers, and I guess the 49ers did not sacrifice anyone this week,
Still
so
lost.
still
And
lost. So
then
one
Detroit
color.
beat the life out of Washington. And
yeah,
that was the only thing that happened during that game.
nothing
Nothing
else.
else of importance happened. Nope.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Dan Campbell at least proved to be a good offensive play caller.
Yeah, that did happen.
That yeah. But next week, Rams, Seahawks. We're gonna get to that game more. It's gonna be absolute cinema for neutral fans.
Oh,
But
it's gonna
Sunday
be
Night
great. Yeah.
Football, Chargers, in an ugly blowout, beat the Steelers. But the Steelers are gonna go still get 9-8. That's all that matters. There's nothing.
Fucking Wednesday.
It doesn't say anything about the Steelers. It just says that they're gonna go 9-8. They're gonna lose in the first round of the playoffs to either the Bills or the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Broncos or whoever they play. Whoever they play. And then Monday Night Football. I'm glad I did not watch this game because I watched another game on Monday. But yeah, I'm glad I did not watch this game. Anyone have their thoughts on it?
Rough, to say the very least. It was a rough game of football. Packers had many, many opportunities to kind of give themselves a statement victory to pull off the upset in Lambeau. I know, but to beat the that had the opportunity to drive and then just collapsed at the end and with the fumble on 4th and 1. And then they had another shot. And then Brandon McManus, 64 yards. No good.
How is he still employed?
He was actually pretty good before that.
Oh,
Not gonna
last year
lie.
he was, but this year, Lucas, their backup kicker, Lucas, did pretty solid for them, and he was the kicker for the Arlington Renegades this past season. I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised. Oh yeah, UFL kicker, Birmingham Stallions kicker Harrison Memphis, now kicker of the LA Rams, went 6 for 6 on Sunday, which I'm happy, but also disappointed that the fact that he's with the Rams.
Now, what if he goes 7 for 7 next week?
That's not happening because they're not facing the Niners; they're facing the Seahawks. So different story.
Mhm.
But yeah, these are the games this week. Um, you know, um, but next week's gonna be something, and we're gonna go straight to the pickups right now. Starting with Thursday night football, we got the. Hold on, let
The
me.
New York Jets will be going to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots.
Yeah,
The Jets are on a nice little run, but that's getting put to an end.
the Jets. Are they debuting the rivalry jerseys this week for one of the teams or no?
I think the Patriots are. I don't know about the Jets, but
Like I know there was like one game that I know there was gonna be a game. I think it was this week. I could be wrong, but
yeah, the Patriots are wearing theirs.
yeah,
I
the
could
Jets are
check on
still
the
like a mystery though.
Jets. Yeah, they haven't said anything if they are.
Yeah, but anyways, I think we all know who we're going for, right? Uh, but I'm gonna take New England just because it feels pretty obvious. It's in Foxborough, so no said about it. Thomas.
I'm also going to be taking New England. Sorry,
Alrighty.
I'm currently I am putting Delta ass and laugh my ass off about it.
All right, Anthony, are we making this guaranteed?
It's a sweep. It's the
Sweep. All right,
Patriots.
sorry, Lightning, but that's just the way it is. Oh yeah, before I continue, let's go over the standings from last week. Kerry went 7 for 7, so went 7-7. Uh, Thomas went 8-6 with now a record of 81, 67, and 1. And and me with a record of 10-4 with a current record and now with a current record of 97, 51, and 1. But yeah, all right. On to the next game. We got the first Madrid game. Man, international games and the NFL giving them terrible matchups. Always a perfect combo. We got the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Okay, I honestly don't know who to pick in this game. It is a toss up. If Jaden Daniels was playing, I probably would have gone Commanders. Now, with the teams, both teams like pretty bad. I don't know who to pick, but I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark and give me the Dolphins. They get their fourth win of the season. Give some false hope. All right, Thomas, who are you gonna take in Madrid?
Give me Marcus Mariota and the wonderful Tommies.
All right. You're also believing them that they're gonna have some false hope. Gotcha, Anthony.
You know, and there's a landmark firing. Certain teams tend to do well right after. You look at the Raiders with Antonio Pierce. I think this is one of those moments. Give me the Dolphins to upset, I guess, Washington. Uh,
Actually,
Are they the
Miami's not the
favorites?
upset.
Ah, ah. To me, they're still they should. It should be Washington's game to lose,
No,
but yeah, give
that's
me
great.
Miami.
Yeah, apparently Miami's at negative 150 for this game. I
All
mean,
right.
all right. I mean, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think it's just like also the fact like it's just like you just yeah you don't even know what you're expecting this game. This
Yeah.
game, this reminds me Tank Bowl 2019. If anyone remembers that game, Ryan Fitzpatrick and what was it, Haskins or Keenum?
I think so. I think it might have been Haskins at the time.
Either way, terrible game. This game might be terrible. It's gonna be like a 13-12 type game. We'll see how it goes. But next one, we got a division rivalry matchup. We got the Panthers and the Falcons. Panthers coming off a big disappointing loss against the New Orleans Saints, while the Falcons coming off a big loss internationally against the Colts. Look, look, the Falcons. I mean, they lost the last couple. Again, inconsistent team. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if the Panthers sweep. But I think it's just like right now, it's in Atlanta. I feel like the Falcons should do good at home. I don't trust it, but give me the Falcons for the win here. I feel like they split the series.
Whoa.
It's tough. It's tough. Thomas, Panthers or the Falcons?
What was the final score between Panthers Falcons last time?
30-0 Panthers in Carolina.
Just just because of that, I'm gonna go 30-0 Falcons.
All right. All right, Anthony. You think the Panthers redeem themselves, or you think the Falcons start gaining the false hope?
I'm just not a believer in this Falcons team this year, guys. I'm sorry, but this I'm out on the Falcons this year. Give me Carolina.
Why didn't
Keeping
I?
slim false hope
I didn't.
for
I
a potential wild card spot.
If they had been in Miami, they would be 4-5, and at least it's like okay, the Falcons would at least have like look like they'll have a shot for like the NFC South. But either
The
way, the
the
Buccaneers win the South.
South is
Yeah,
wrapped. It's wild card now, guys.
yeah. Anyways, but next one, we actually speaking of the Buccaneers, we actually do have ourselves a good game. The Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Bills are in a must-win territory despite what the record shows. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers coming off a terrible loss, or not a terrible loss, but a sad loss, unfortunate loss to the Patriots. Meanwhile, Buffalo got a terrible loss with the Dolphins game. Um, if anything, I feel like this game is more. I feel like who needs the most important win more? I think it will be Buffalo, and it's at home too. Give me the Bills. I feel like they need to win more. If they lose, then they're kind of like in that weird brink where it's like they could still make the playoffs, but they're probably not going to win the division. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers, if they lose this game, I think they're still going to be fine. All right, Thomas, Buccaneers or the Bills?
I will take. You know what? Give me the Buccaneers for their bounce back win.
All right, all right, all right, Anthony.
Important note: as of right now, it's gonna be 52 degrees on Buffalo on Sunday. Looks like there's gonna be a good chance of rain. Expect James Cook to have a very big game and the Buffalo Bills to pull off the victory
And now this.
against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So Buffalo all the way.
Guess so.
All right. Next one, we got the Texans and the Titans. The Texans coming back from a 19-point deficit versus the Jaguars. Meanwhile, the Titans, they're just trying to finish the season. That's all I can say. I okay. So is CJ Stroud coming back in this game, or does anyone know?
I don't, but that doesn't change my pick.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking like, okay, even though I like Davis Mills, but like it wouldn't surprise me in these situations where the Texans look like okay, they could probably get back to 500 and get like a false hope playoff push, but and the Titans win this game. But I think right now I'm still gonna go with the Texans as the safe pick. I picked the Titans last time. It destroyed. Yeah, I got it was pretty bad. This time I'm just gonna go with the Texans still. Texans for the sweep. Thomas, do you believe in the general?
I do not.
Huh?
Give me Tennessee.
Tennessee. Alrighty, alrighty. Alright, Anthony, do
This
you
is a
believe in the
lost year
general?
for the Titans. It could be the general or it could be the Stroud. This is a lost year for Tennessee. Another high end pick. Maybe if they get the number one overall pick, they can trade it to a QB needy team. But
They're
yeah,
leading the tank pool.
yeah, they are. Give me Houston.
Alright, alright. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Tennessee's not even really doing much to tank. They're just like they're like we're legit like this bad. But the other teams are sabotaging themselves too in the race.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that a team like that's I guess kind of in the race.
Not bad.
Race at 3-6 doesn't have their first round pick this year. So
It would have been
Wait, the Falcons.
yeah. Hey, you
Uh,
guys, you remember who has the Falcons' first round pick this year? By the way,
yep, and they could get a quarterback with that potentially. So
who knows?
who knows?
Honestly, that'd be a
how I
QB
cleared
heaven.
like
Going to a
big,
Sean McVay off. Oh God.
I stockpiled wilds. I have 4 wild in my head.
Anyways, Bears Vikings 10 weeks ago on that Monday night game. The Bears felt like they had that game in the bag, but then JJ McCarthy woke up for one quarter. Could we see a repeat of this game in Minnesota? The Bears, kinda, they're getting wins by the skin of their teeth here. They're 6-3. I mean, it could be like the reverse curse last year. Last year they were losing a bunch of close games, but then this year they're winning a lot of close games. So I I think I'm gonna go with the Bears for the split. I don't see the Vikings sweeping them. I I just don't think when it comes to these games, I think these games are gonna be very ugly. So give me the Bears. No Bears. Thomas. Bears or the Vikings?
Give me Minnesota and the quarterback of J.J. McCarthy, and not that other fucking dumbass.
All right, Anthony.
Um, this isn't meant to be a dig at Minnesota. I think this is just much more of a game that says a lot about the Chicago Bears. And I think this is a game that shows the Chicago Bears are building something. Maybe it's not this year. Maybe they fall just one or two wins short. But the Ben Johnson is building something nice in Chicago. He's gonna get an upset victory against the Vikings. I have the spreads up right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, the Vikings are favorites. I guess because it's at home.
It's at home. Minnesota's also like they're almost 500. Chicago's a little.
Brian Flores' defense could like shut
Yeah.
down. Yeah, I mean, it's just like those games. Like, if JJ McCarthy plays well, then they should be fine. But if he doesn't, then I think the Bears should take care of business. So see how that goes. Next one, we got teams coming from very disappointing losses. We got the Green Bay Packers at 5-3-1 going against the New York Giants with Dayball being fired. Look at this. This a trap game for Green Bay? Like, because you know how it's like the interim head coach's first first game of the year. Usually, like they somehow get like an upset.
I get what you mean.
It's like I
I
really think
remember what I was talking about with what's his name? The Dolphins with Greer.
oh yeah, they got to win.
Exactly.
So it's like I feel like I because like the Packers are kind of like in that like with 5-3-1, even though it's like not a bad record, they with how stacked the NFC is, uh that tie is starting to look like could affect them eventually, like in the next few weeks, depending on how the rest of the teams go. I I'm gonna go with the Packers. I don't feel confident about the pick. Thomas, Packers or the Giants?
Give me the Giants and Mike Cass's offense. We're about to have Russell Wilson versus Green Bay for like the 80th fucking time.
Oh right, yeah. Jackson Dart might not even play in this game. He's on concussion protocol. So can we
Even
get
though,
Jameis?
thank you, bring in Jameis Winston.
Okay, if they
Please,
announced Jameis,
please.
if they had stated Jameis started this game, is going to start the week, this game versus the Packers, I probably would have actually gone with the Giants. But with the uncertainty, I'm still sticking with the Packers. It's just if they announced Jameis on Monday that he was going to start this game, so they don't kill Jackson Dart, I I would have probably picked the Giants. But but Anthony,
This
who we got?
this does scream trap game for Green Bay. And
Yeah.
I said it before. Sometimes it's about a team. A change of voice in the locker room gets the players motivated. However, I was doing some independent researching. In his entire NFL career, Micah Parsons is undefeated against the New York Giants.
All
He
right.
has eaten that team alive. I was so happy when he got traded to Green Bay for reasons like this. The Packers are going to beat the Giants.
All right. All right. But again, it just wouldn't surprise you
It
these types of
wouldn't,
game.
but this is just this.
Speaking of speaking of I guess next games, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going to Pittsburgh in that Thursday night rematch thriller. I look. I think this would have been better if the Steelers won last week because it's just like if the Steelers had won, if I would have honestly picked the Bengals for the sweep because it's just Steeler football. It's just Steeler football. But now it's in Pittsburgh. I this game really is just weird in many ways. Joe Burrow apparently could come back against Buffalo now, not the Thanksgiving game. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, but again, this is AC North football. You don't know what you're gonna get. All right, Thomas, you want to go last, or do you want to just go ahead?
I'll go last.
All right, Anthony.
See, some people seem to forget the Cincinnati Bengals are very fortunate to have not one but two elite quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Yeah. This game isn't being played on Thursday night though, so I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, all right, all right. Thomas, Bengals or the Steelers?
I'm gonna continue to ride of my boys. The Bengals will sweep.
Bengals will sweep. All righty. All right. Chargers and the Jaguars. This is the Fraud Bowl here, buddy. Or I guess Fraud Bowl Part 2. I remember last time the Chargers played in Jacksonville. Uh, it wasn't a happy ending for them. Look, the Chargers, their O line pretty is pretty banged up. Their team is kind of banged up all around. I feel like they should be the better team, but then again, the Jaguars just being very inconsistent. They're 5-4. I feel like they still need to get a win to keep up in the playoff race, and also to keep the Chiefs down out of the wild card race too. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I It's not like
Okay.
because I like Jacksonville. It's just like it just feels like this is the game I can see the Jaguars just win out of the blue. All right, Thomas, Chargers, the Jaguars.
Give me the Jaguars just to pull off some BS list.
All righty, Anthony, who you got?
Um,
Coming from
I'll
a
take
big
the
win as well,
Chargers.
Sunday Night Football, Chargers
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers.
and
This is a different
Chargers.
Herbert we've seen than the past couple years.
It
He's
is
very
true,
confident.
but it's just like I just don't know whether or not to fully trust the Chargers. Like,
Yeah.
especially it's going to be these types of games too. You just don't know what you're going to expect. Next one, Seahawks Rams. Actually, I will go last on this one. Anthony, I'll let you go first for this game.
Ooh, I'm honored. It's gonna be a great game. I think we're in for a potential game of the year. Here you have two very real MVP candidates in Matthew Stafford and then Sam Darnold.
Offensive Player of the Year candidate, JSN.
Yeah, yeah. Seattle is a very good team. Los Angeles is a very good team.
Seattle's
For
undefeated on
that,
the road.
that's true. But it's just I don't know if it's just like being snake bitten from previous times. I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams to get a very close victory. I'm talking like 1 or 2 points.
All right, all right. Well, Thomas, hand me my weapon.
What do you
Pause.
mean, hand me your weapon?
Anyways, Thomas, go ahead. Seahawks or the Rams?
I am now very scared.
He's threatening our
Obviously, I am
opinions.
gonna. Huh? I am gonna be picking the Seattle Seahawks to vanquish the Los Angeles Lambs over in the fraudulent city of LA, where they don't have. There are no good teams in LA. Nothing good ever comes out of LA besides Kendrick Lamar, but that's neither here nor there.
What about that
So by
team that
default,
just won the World Series?
No.
Uh, they're a pretty good team if you ask me. I can admit that. Stomped my team in the throat.
you know what? You know what? That's a really good segue. SRG, take it away. Talk about that team and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, I want to just stick to the Seahawks and Rams
No, no,
conversation.
no, no, no,
You
no,
can
no,
talk
no.
about both because
You
No,
someone
could, you
said
could.
LA
look,
doesn't have any good
look,
teams.
fine. I'll try to find a way to segue both at the same time. All right.
Yeah.
So look at this. Look at this. The Seattle Seahawks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A team that's was heavily doubted in the beginning of the season, such as another team in Seattle, in the Mariners. Uh,
Wow. Oh my god. You mute him for that comment?
Yep.
Wow. That ain't right.
the LA Rams, like another team
In Los
that
Angeles?
in
No.
Los Angeles that's been very dominant with their star power, like Matthew Stafford, Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams, um, uh, Jared Verse, and Brandon Fisk, kind of similar to another team without much star power.
You sound super choppy.
Like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith.
They were gonna shout out
Uh,
Will Klein. Shout out 72 pitches in Game 4
uh,
out of the bullpen. Yeah,
Matthew Stafford's buddy and classmate, Clayton Kershaw,
congrats on retirement, Clayton.
who is old, by the way. Who are both old, but still
Unnecessary shot at Stafford and Kershaw. One just retired.
fine. But yes, both teams. Last time, we could have had a certain Seattle versus LA World Series, but things changed. Things changed. but Seattle been proving the doubters wrong this past season. Sam Darnold is looking at elite quarterback. JSN, Offensive Player of the Year candidate. The defense with DeMarcus Lawrence, Boya Mafe, Derek Hall. Wow. Nick Emawari, who is a defensive rookie of the year favorite, by the way.
He's still going.
Devin
We get it.
Witherspoon.
You're picking the Seahawks. Next.
Okay, yes, I'm picking the Seahawks.
Rams are wearing their midnight mode uniform versus
And yes,
the Seahawks.
I was going to say that too. They are going to wear their rivalry jerseys, but give me the Seahawks with the talent they have. They are going to prove everyone wrong. All right. Next game, Niners and the Cardinals.
We are all picking the Niners. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Just to double check. Actually, I'm going to be in the I'm going to go with the opposite here. I think the Cardinals are going to split this series.
Do you have a quota of upsets you have to pick each week?
Well, no. I think it's because, yes, the Cardinals got wrecked by Seattle on Sunday, and then the Niners, yes, got wrecked by the Rams on Sunday. These games in Arizona. Last time, both teams came in both games, last time they met, it was a very close game. Arizona probably could have had it if their defense came in clutch at the last second. And this time with Jacoby Brissett, with the QB change, I could see them pulling the upset. I don't know why. I just see them pulling the upset. But the rest of you are picking the Niners?
Yep.
All right. There is no quota. All right.
It sounds like it, but
Next one. Why is this a 125 game? That is beyond me. But we have Ravens and the Brands. Yeah, I feel like that one. I'm not picking
is
up.
this a sweep? Yeah.
This is a sweep.
We know who we're picking.
Next game.
You know what? Let me make a bold prediction.
All right.
This is the game we see Sanders.
Oh.
That's fair.
I think it's gonna get so ugly. It's gonna get out of hand really fast. Fancy's like, you know what? I'm tired
in the fourth
of this.
quarter.
Yeah, show us what you got, kid.
If Sanders throws one pick in the fourth quarter, then he's not starting Sanders for the rest of the season. But give me the. But yeah, Ravens sweep. If the Ravens somehow lose, I will low-key laugh.
Raps on their season.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, time out. Are you promoting StreamYard in our fucking podcast description?
It always says something about a link, so that's just the way it is.
Don't be clicking on links.
What? No link?
I did not agree to this fucking partnership.
I mean, we are on StreamYard, so we do technically get money if somebody actually clicks on it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Listen, again, Again, according to Anthony, and then with part of the network, we haven't gotten paid yet. This is BS.
Well, Chris Greer's working on it. Don't worry.
I don't know why he got hired. Who
I
hired
don't
him?
know either. But ask the network, Anthony. I feel like since you're the hidden source in the network, do you know why Chris Greer got hired or no? No comment. All right. Next game, we got. We actually got another good game of the week. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Broncos. Both teams been kind of sus this past season. The Chiefs trying to get a win to kind of get back in order, and then you have the Broncos who are trying to prove themselves they are legit. Uh, it's in Denver. I would normally go with the home team here, but I think this is a must-win for the Chiefs right here. Give me the Chiefs.
He already filled his upset quota. That's why.
Oh wow. Actually, oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm looking at the sheet. Yeah, I'm looking at the spreadsheet. Yeah, Broncos are not favorites in this game.
I
But
can take my drink.
Thomas, who do you got? And it's
White
not
boy
that time.
season. It is that time. You can go fuck yourself, Mexican. Give me Bo Nix and the white boy.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a quote.
That's not necessary. We don't need to go there.
Anyways, Anthony, who you got?
I'm just not a believer in this Broncos team. It's there've been some way too many ugly wins. I think they're playing a little bit over their heads right now. Give me Kansas City.
All right, all right. And finally, we got the prime time game, a potential an NFC playoff game here. We got the Lions and the Eagles. I mean, all right, Dan
Hang on,
Campbell switched.
time out, time out. We have to see the Eagles twice in a row in prime time. Who scheduled
Yes.
this? God damn it!
But I mean,
Just
this
kill
one's gonna
me.
be a better game, hopefully. I mean, all right, Lions. I mean, Dan Campbell decided to take off offensive playing calling, and it worked a lot more better. Meanwhile, the Eagles, I don't know what they are, but with that, I'm going to take the Lions. I'm going to take the Lions here for the win. Apparently, they're not the favorites for this game, but I think the Lions look like the better team right now.
No. You already filled up your goddamn upset quota. You're
Well,
done.
no, I'm taking the Lions. Give me the Lions. All right, Thomas,
We
Lions or Eagles?
we are going against the rules. We are going off script. I don't know how to feel about all this. I'm also gonna be taking Detroit because my upset quota is still a little empty. So
All
give
right,
me the 3-1-3.
all right, Anthony.
Complete the sweep.
There's a couple ways I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at this as we're going to be in for another close game. A very good defensive game in my eyes.
Oh,
However, I think one thing is going to stay very true and fair. It will be a very close game towards the end. Detroit will have an opportunity. He just needs one stop to get the ball back. Then a certain play is going to be run, and a certain false start
oh,
offsides penalty will not be called, and the Eagles will win. And I will be
uh,
very upset. We will have a lot more Twitter discourse about it, and that conversation will not end until the play is gone. Which I shit on it a lot. You just need to officiate it better. And the Zebras just aren't doing that.
alrighty. All right, next one we got Monday Night Football. We got the Cowboys and the Raiders. Y'all remember the last time these two teams faced on Thanksgiving
Oh
2021?
yeah. It's a good
You
The
know,
game.
it was
flag
a good
game.
game.
Ah, that game was something.
All right, clean
Uh,
sweep. We are all going for clean sweep.
Yep.
Are
Dallas,
we?
RIP Nealand. Also, the Raiders are just terrible too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No, we're we're in agreement then.
Yeah. If Geno Smith somehow scores like 3 touchdowns in this game, I'm just it's just gonna say something a lot about the Cowboys defense more than anything. Uh, but anyways, these are our pick'ems. These this week. This was an episode. The Pistons are the best team in the East. Should be in the league, but the Thunder
Wait,
hold that for now.
excuse you.
I said
Yeah.
the Thunder hold that for now. For now. But anyways, y'all have yourselves a good week. Y'all have yourselves a good day. And the Pistons won again.
That's your
That's
outro.
how we're ending it.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boo.
We boo.
Happy Veterans Day.
He must
Happy
go.
Bye.
Veterans Day too.
Happy Veterans Day.
All right. Peace out.
Get wasted tonight.